Ahoy, you all. It is Judge Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well, hope all are safe. So this particular video, it's still a spinoff from, pretty much anyone who has been lost from this year and in the past, basically getting the Judas treatment. Like you'll think, now Judas, just to run down on Judas, was one of the 12 disciples. So basically, you're supposed to be one of Christ's friends, or the Jesus as you know him. He's supposed to be one of the dogs or one of the ones that are down for the cause, and he virtually turns around to have Christ, or the Jesus as you know him, have him put down. So it's basically someone who's in bed with you. You think you can trust them, and then they're basically the reason why you're dead. I only say that because, just to be a spinoff of what the hell's going on. Because not only is it happening around me, it's actually happening to me. You'll see people that they do not like you. They got a problem with you, and they're dying either to get their hands on you or dying to do something to you. But it's like, you can be mad, you can feel whichever way you want to feel, but you're going to be doing it from a distance. And I only say that because some people will create an issue. They hate you, can't tell you why. They know why in their heart. Maybe it's jealousy, or they just hate to see you around, or they hate your energy. But they know that you don't have a problem with them, or you don't really sweat them like that. So they have to create an issue. Even with the Nipsey Hussle, I guess that guy, what is it, Shitty Cuz, whoever the hell his name is supposed to be, I guess he called this, we had a problem, but yet the truth is, I guess they say, you actually shook his hand before you shot him. And like I say, that story's so mixed up, there's no telling what the real truth is. Only people who know what the truth is the one who pulled the trigger, and God the creator. Because even the person who got murdered don't know what the hell happened. Because you think you're just sitting at the party enjoying your drink, and a fight breaks off to your left. Everyone's yelling, but you're the only one wearing the bullets. So it's like, yeah, that's what I mean when I say the manufactured issues or manufactured altercation. Even we'll start with Malcolm X. Now it was supposed to be, well, according to the movie, supposedly someone's yelling from the crowd, "Hey, get out of my pocket!" It's a fight in the crowd, but he's the only one getting sprayed with bullets, and he's in the pool pit somewhere. So it's like, I want to make you think that we're fighting, but you're going to be one wearing the injuries. That's the same thing that happened with Takeoff. He's supposed to be the quiet one that's always in the corner. He keeps to himself, and probably didn't even want to be at the bowling alley. But someone's fighting you. Well, yeah, someone's fighting your uncle and your friend. They're arguing and fighting, but you're the only one who gets sprayed more than once. So it's like, half the time this stuff is a setup. They'll make it seem like, oh no, she was just drinking, or she's just drunk, or she fell down the stairs. But the whole time, everybody that was with you is looking forward to your demise. Same thing that happened with Shanquilla. Now, I've already spoken on her death, but it's so, there's so many ins and outs of that story. It's like they'll tell you, okay, well, she was drunk or she got beaten to death, but they're not telling you the full story. And I guess there's more to the story, and I don't want to go based off of hearsay, but more than once I've heard that, okay, that quote-unquote woman that was pounding on her and that virtually broke her neck and spine, that actually was a dude with a dress on. But like I said, you don't really know what the hell you're up against these days, because I may appear to be a man or a woman, but you don't know what the hell's going on under my damn skirt. You don't know what they got going on in between their legs. I look like a woman, but I got a big ass knot in between my pants. So it's like, that's what the hell happened in Shanquilla's case. And God rest her soul, may she rest in peace. But these are questions that we need to learn from people's mistakes and their demises. And I would love to ask her, if she can hear me, why the hell would you be hanging out with roaches, and why the hell would you be hanging out with niggas with titties? So I'm just like, and sometimes you'll think like, well, damn, ain't nothing wrong with a gay man, or there's nothing wrong with hanging out with a bunch of women that happen to be roaches, but those are your competition, and those are virtually going to be your demise. You hanging out with a gay dude, that gay dude probably wants to be you. You are the real thing that he's been paying and fighting for. So, and I'm not saying all gay dudes are like this, but if I'm a dude and I want to be like this beautiful woman that I'm sitting next to, I'm going to probably be a little salty or a little jealous, I don't know. People are different. And some people will show you who they are, some people won't. Some people know how to bottle up their hate and their problems with you. And like I say, even here, like I say, mind you, I don't fool with, nor do I know anyone here in LA. I probably do know people, but I like to keep to myself. If I'm at home, I'm going to be at home in my own room, under my own bed, so it's like, I'm not going to be in your face, I'm not going to exchange numbers with you, and I'm not going to ask you what you're doing later, because A, I don't care, and B, I don't know you, C, I'm not interested. So when people see me, they'll probably just automatically don't like me because, okay, well, you think you're hot, you think you're better, and really that's them thinking that I look good. That's them thinking that I'm better because perhaps to them I am. But like I say, I don't look down on people. I don't talk down on people. If you need my help, I'll help you. But at the same time, you'll get people who they just don't freaking like you. And if they don't like you, that means either they already have a problem with you, but they have to explain that problem to the universe. So that means if I go to fight you because I don't like you, I would have to create a scenario first. I can't just up it. I mean, I'm not saying that people don't just go out their way to attack you, but if it's something where you know that I'm a complete stranger and we have never crossed paths, but yet you have a problem with me, then you have to explain that when it's, when it's time for you to strike. And people's favorite lines are, "Oh, I'm sick of your, quote unquote, I'm sick of your shit," or "You're always messing with me." That one, I think his name Christopher somebody, but Christopher Scumbag, whoever he is, the one that shot those 3 football players and shot other people too, but I think it's only 3 that died. He pretty much said, "Oh, you're always messing with me," before he shot up the bus. And so stuff like that is like, okay, well, you've always been messing with me. And mind you, he waited till the end of the trip, basically when the bus stops to get off. Then he want to say, okay, hey, y'all are always messing with me. Then he opens fires, killing 3 and injuring more. So were you just talking to one person, or was everyone who you killed were always messing with you? But they said they had no interaction on the bus. Like he was nowhere in the conversation. They were nowhere in his. But yet he sat patiently and waited, until they get caught in a vulnerable situation where you can't run, but the bus is stopped. I guess for him to shoot and then run. But his line was, "Oh, you're always messing with me." The lady or the nigga, whoever it is, like I said, I don't really know. Perhaps it'll come out later. I guess they say while he or she was beating on Shanquilla, I guess she was saying, "Oh, I'm sick of your shit." But again, you're sick of her shit. You don't like her, but yet you on a trip with her. She's in your room, or you're in her room, or y'all rooming together, whatever it is. Y'all, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, just if you piece this together, it's like, damn, are you really hanging out with people that you know don't like you? And that's another thing too. I had it on a previous video, probably didn't upload it yet, but literally, if you're the only one in the group that looks like something, you're the only one that has all your teeth, you're the only one that don't have 6 babies on your hips, then you are a threat, whether you know it or not. Because like I say, somebody's gonna be looking beside your head. If everybody's around you that's overweight and you're the only one that looks like something, and when people come around, they only want to speak to you, they don't want to speak with the roaches that are around you, you're a threat, and you're gonna virtually become a target. Because that means if you're the only one that's about something that looks like something, those other roaches, men or women that are around you that are roaches and don't have nothing going with themselves, they're gonna have one thing in common: they do not like you. So that means it's going to be nothing for them to come together to destroy you. And that's exactly what happened to Shanquilla. Everybody sat back and watched while this man or woman, or while all of them beat on this girl, but they all sat back and watched it, meaning they all were content with her demise. Who the hell are we around? And mind you, these are supposed to be friends of years, or friend of a friend, or whoever the hell you're supposed to be. And everyone was content with her demise. Who else? I mean, this happens. This is nothing new. It happens all the time. But like I say, in my particular case, like I say, there's roaches all around me. But it's like, I feel like with them, they'll have to create an issue in order to come at me with an issue. Because honestly, you won't really have an issue with me. Because like I say, I don't fool with anyone. I don't bother anyone. I don't say anything. Like, I pretty much keep to myself. So I am the spook in the room, basically. I'm just I'm just here. Think of me as a crumb on the floor, because that's literally what I am. You won't get anything from me. You're not gonna get a higher bot. You know what I mean? And like I say, maybe that ought to offend people. You don't speak, but like I say, you can't ever say that I've done anything to you, or I crossed you, or I stole something from you. You can't say that. So like I say, if you have a problem, it's just gonna be the problem that comes out of nowhere. But like I say, most of the time when you got problems that come out of nowhere, you have to do this manufactured beef. Like, okay, like the whole, "Oh, get out of my pocket." I'm talking to him, but yet I'm aiming at you. So it's like, that's why I go outside. I do a whole 360. I look front and back, and I do it every 10 seconds, because you'll think nobody's behind you, and you look again, and there's somebody come rolling up on you on a bus or speed walking. So I literally make sure there's nobody around me. You coming right for me, I'm walking around you. You coming across the street, I'm gonna be crossing. I'm trying to avoid these people, because you just don't know what's up these cycles' sleeves. So I'm just saying, just please watch your surroundings. And it's said too, if you go to travel with, women, they say maybe travel with a man that that literally just wants to love you and protect you. Don't travel with a bunch of men or women that you don't really know their vibes. If you travel with a man that's interested in you, okay, he's not, or at least not right away, he's not going to hurt you. He'll at least want to, have a good time with you on the trip. So if you're a single woman, just get with a man that really wants to love and protect you so you can live to see the next day. All right, but be well and be safe.